There's a film made quite recently with, I think, Bradley Cooper. It's called Limitless. Someone's developed a pill. It opens up the parts of the brain that apparently we don't use. He learns languages in a single day. He learns to play the stock market just by looking at it. He does all of that, but he fails to study the pill and work out how to replicate it.
This Houston, contact with a test. 1, 2, 3.
I had a question in my physics GCSE exam. In Alien, when the alien is fired out of the ship, why shouldn't you be able to hear it scream? At the time, because I didn't do any revision, I didn't know this. But obviously that is because space is a vacuum. It would be a much less dramatic scene if the alien was just thrown into space silently. Do you know what? I think it came up in a mock. I would take dramatic, pseudo-disastrously bad science over a scientifically correct, dull film any day of the week.
The X-Men films annoy me. Magneto, for instance. There's one scene in the first X-Men film where he's walking along and then he gets all this metal sort of fly up underneath him and he's walking on it. Now that's... So basically he has the power of flight then. As long as he's just holding a piece of metal, he can fly. Now a mutation, I can understand what a mutation is. And okay, maybe if you're a mutant, you grow wings. But what was January Jones's character in First Class all about? She can also make herself out of diamond.
The sharks in Deep Blue Sea genetically enhanced to be more sharky than sharks normally are. And sharks, I find, in their current form, are about as sharky as I need them to be.
Films abusing science for the sake of entertainment, it's not a crime, I don't think, but sometimes you do think, oh, come on, you know, James Bond's car being invisible, a Harrier being able to hover for 3/4 of an hour. You mustn't get too worked up about it because, you know, if they're films, they're fiction. But it is annoying if it's something that's sort of widely held but not quite true and it's being perpetuated. You get the actual misappropriation of words, and so you end up with things like turbo sunglasses, which is obviously nonsense.
There's lots of adverts about peptides, anti-peptides, pre-peptides, post-peptides, peptide marks. I mean, what are they? Nobody knows. Do they work? How do we know if we don't know what they are? That's really my question.